overview of the mural board that I shared with you. So if you click on it and click on any of these words, it'll take you to more blogs or articles about what they mean that were created by Bridge. What you're looking at here is a sample journey of for any new manager. So really, I'm trying to explain how these checkpoints, live trainings, asynchronous trainings, and programs all work together to create a journey in Bridge. So if you look, you'll see day 1 to month 11. Get a little closer, and this manager on day 1 has to take a live benefits onboarding training. And we let them know with a checkpoint that they just have to take that training, and they also have to meet with their manager. Once they're finished doing these things, they can just come in and click the checkpoint, and that's it. There's nothing else that they have to do with that checkpoint, but other than meet with their manager, click it, that they've done it, then go to the benefits onboarding training, and then click that they've done it, and that's it. So if you want to tell them to do a few things, and you can create multiple checkpoints for them that can also be scheduled throughout the year. If you go into day 2, you'll see that they need to take an asynchronous course, and then they also need to attend the live CEO program welcome. So these things are already scheduled for them, and they're enrolled in this entire journey, and so they'll pop up when they need to pop up for them. You look at these courses. I put this hashtag CEO so you can see that these are the ones that we've designed internally. And then here's one over here that they've got to take in month 9, which is a transformational leadership course in LinkedIn Learning. So there's just different types of courses that they can take. If we look in month 3, we'll see the first program that they need to attend between month 3 and 6. So they need to take the DEI language setting training, and then the DEI language setting test, which was sent out as a checkpoint. Like I just did this last week. And so the checkpoints had the test in there, that knowledge check. And then once you passed it, you were good to go. And then in month 6, you would need to take the DEI trainings part 1 and then part 2. I don't actually know what they are, so that's why it just says this. All of these, this checkpoint and these 3 live trainings, they string together to create the DEI Foundational Trainings program. And then also in month 3, there's a reminder check mark that you need to complete your 90-day reflection. You can include links and details that for this, I would say, hey, there's an email coming out from Greenhouse about your 90-day reflection. You need to meet with your manager. They'll schedule that meeting for you. And then that's it. Just like a little note so they know to follow this. So really this can be like this overall checklist that things are coming and you have to do this. Although Greenhouse kind of takes care of that, but that's another conversation. So then you'd go into month 9, and you can see that this entire program here in this pink box is CEO Leads. And so they've taken that transformational leadership asynchronous course, these 4 live trainings on day 1 and day 2, they do that welcome, practicing inclusive leadership, immunity to change, inclusive coaching. And then they'd also read Mindset by Carol Dweck. You can even schedule these things to not release until they've done one. So you can schedule it, set it so that the program has to be done in order, or they can take it in any order. So then in month 10, you'll see they have 1 live session for CEO Leads. And month 11, they've got those 2, day 1 and day 2 of CEO Leads. And then you imagine they'd continue into journey 3. And so that's a program. So you'll see they've got that DEI foundational program, CEO Leads program, and that all strings together to make that journey. So a combination of any of these string together. And this is what a program looks like in the Bridge system. You can do multi-session trainings, live trainings, but they don't mark attendance individually. So in order for me to accurately portray folks' attendance of CEO Leads, because they're full days with multiple sessions, I had to cut them up into like part 1 of day 1 and part 2 of day 1 and then part 1 of day 2, and then mark their attendance in that way. But once they launch the Zoom link, it will mark their attendance, so you don't have to go in and do that. I find it's a little bit tricky sometimes with the Zoom launch link and whether or not it actually counts their attendance, but that's something we can work out later with Bridge. But this is the full picture. You can go in and look. This is what it looks like.